Hello everyone, welcome back to our ICT class, and this is video number 20. Hope you all are fine and safe. Did you study the topics which we have discussed previously in the last class? I hope it is so. What all things we have discussed? We came to our end portion of the fourth chapter. We have one more activity to finish that chapter. In the last class we have discussed about range. Am I right? We have discussed about range. You can see here. You know what is range, which is used to indicate a group of values. We found a lot of examples by using this range, different types of examples you saw, and we practiced that. I hope you completed this table also. And also we have discussed about for loop. When for repeating the activities, instead of writing that comments repeatedly, we can put that comments in a loop. So by using a single comment we will be getting the output. So for that we will be using the for loops. We have done the activity 4.8 also. So I hope you understood what is for loop and what is range. We can put this range in the for loop for getting the output. And also we have done this program. So I hope it is clear to all of you. So today we will be will be doing the activity 4.9, displaying numbers, and this is the last activity of this chapter. This is also basically about the while loop. That means it is of repeating the activities itself. That means as for loop we will be using the while loop also for if we have to write the comments repeatedly, instead of writing that comments repeatedly we can use it in the loop. Okay, so in the same way that we have done in the for loop, in the while loop also we will be doing the same thing, but slight difference will be there. Okay, so that is all about the while loop. So here we will be discussing more about the while loop. We will be doing the activity 4.9, displaying the numbers. Displaying the numbers. Here we will be studying about while loop, and at last we will compare for loop and while loop. And also we will be doing one more extended activity, and with that we will finish our chapter. Okay. So what about this for loop? What I told about for loop. Here you can say this is the program for printing the string Amina. So instead of writing Amina 20 times, what we can do, we can put it in the loop. Here we have used for loop. So only 2 comments is necessary. If we are not writing the for loop, what we have to do, we have to write this print Amina 20 times. So it is a long process. So instead of that we can put it in the for loop. Okay, so we have done this program in the range of 20 means 0 to 19. The 20 will not be printed, 0 to 19 the Amina will get printed. You saw the output also. So here we will be going to do the next activity. This is also one of the program in the for loop. We will see how this program will get printed. What you can understand from this program, for k in range of 2, 101, 2, that means what? The starting value is 2, ending value is 101, and 2 is the difference. 2 difference means we are going to write the even numbers. We are going to display the even numbers. Okay, last value is 101, but the 101 will not get printed, but will print 100 will get printed. So this we are going to do in our Python. So how we can do that? Application. After that we have to go to where programming, idle. We are opening file, new file. Here I am going to type the program. What is the program? You can see here. For k in the range of 4k in range of, the range of means function. We are writing this range in function. The open and the close bracket is function. 2 comma 101 comma 2. Put tab, print k. What you can understand from this program? Here k is the variable in which the values must be stored, and this k must be printed till 101 with 2 number difference. Starting value must be 2, till 101 it must be printed, 101 is not included, and with 2 digit difference we have to print the k. That you can understand from this. Okay, so here what I am going to do, file, I am going to save this. I am going to save like for loop. Okay, after that I am going to run this module. So what you got? The answer you can see here. The starting value is 2 and it gets printed till 100. 101 is not printed till 100. Why this 100 it's get printed? Because 100 is also an even number. 2 difference means you can see here 4 minus 2 2, 6 minus 4 2, 8 minus 6 2. That is the 2 difference, and other change what you can observe is all are even numbers. Okay, so this is the program. Next we will be studying about how we can write this program in while loop. When we are writing it in the for loop, only 2 comments are needed, but when we are typing it in the while loop, we have to make sure that all the comments we have to indicate separately. That means a loop statement used in Python is called while loop. When we use while loop instead of for loop, the statements that indicate the start value of the variable and the increase of the value here to be indicated separately. Here all the starting value and the increasing value is all it is all placed in a single comment inside the range of function. We have placed all these values, but when we are writing it in the for loop, we have to indicate the values. This is the point. Okay, this is the point. This is the main difference between the for loop and the while loop. We have to indicate each value separately. Starting value must be indicated separately. How much change must be there? That means 2 number difference must be there. That also must be indicated separately. Okay, and the third value means the ending value, it must be less than 101. That also must be indicated separately. So let's see how it looks like. Here, this is the while loop. K is equal to 2. Here we have indicated the starting value 2 separately. K is equal to 2. K is the variable. Here the starting value is separately we have indicated the starting value. And the second we have given the condition while k less than 101. That means k must be less than 101. Print of k is equal to k plus 2. Okay, here the increase also, how many the 2 number must be increased, that also we have indicated separately. So instead of writing all this in the range, here in the for loop every statements we have constitutes in a single statement, but here what we have done, we have separately we have to write each statements, each comments, so that only the computer will understand if we are using the while loop. So starting value we have indicated separately, the condition of that greater less than, it must be less than 1, ending value less than 101, that also we have indicated. Print of k, that we have indicated separately, and the increase k equal to k plus 2, that also we have indicated separately. So how this program will run? K is equal to 2. First the k will take the starting value 2. After that it will check the 2 less than 101. K less than means k in the k. Now the value 2 is stored in the variable k. So it will check 2 less than 101 or not. Yes, 2 is less than 101. So the 2 will get printed. After that, what will happen? This 2 will goes to here. K is equal to 2. 2 plus 2. What is the answer? 4. So the 4 will be stored in this variable k. Again the 4 will goes to here and check 4 less than 101 or not. Yes, 4 is less than 101. Then the 4 will get printed. Again the 4 will come here. 4 plus 2, 6. So in the k, the variable k, the 6 value 6 will be stored. The 6 will go here. 6 here it will be checking 6 less than 101. Yeah, it is less than 101. Again the 6 will get printed. So in this way, rotating the programming, this while loop will work. Okay. Repeatedly the while loop. So till it, and if it is the k, the value is 98, it will check 98 less than 101. Yes, 98 is less than 101. So 98 will get printed. After that it will goes to here. So what is that? 98 plus 2, 100. The last value 100. It will check here. 100 is less than 101 or not. Yes, 100 is less than 101. Okay. So 100 will get printed. Again it will come here. 100 plus 2. What is that? 102. 102 will go to here. It will check 102 less than 101. No, it is not less than. So it will not get printed. So till 100, that means 100 also will be included. Including 100, it will get printed. So in this way, the loop will get worked. Okay, here there is no need of giving separately the instructions. From the range itself it is understood. We can understood how the for loop will work. But in the case of while loop, we have to indicate each statement separately. So let's see how the while loop also will work. Okay. So here I am going to type the while loop. While writing, we have to be careful. That means we have to put tab. Okay. After k is equal to 2, we have to put a tab for while. After that again we have to put a tab. Okay. Just you can see, check it in the textbook. It is given correctly. After writing the loop, what all statements we are writing, we have to put a tab and write. If it's a for loop also, you can see here. If it is a for loop also, what is the, after writing the for loop, we have to put a tab before writing any comments. So now it is okay. K is equal to k plus 2. Print of k. K less than 101. Print of k. K is equal to k plus 2. Okay. After that I am going to save this program and I am going to run. You can see here. The same way we got the result. Starting from 2. First the value came 2. 2 checked here. 2 less than 101. Yes. 2 got printed. 2 goes to here. Again 2 digits increased. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 again goes to the while loop. Checked. 4 is less than 101 or not. Yeah, it is less than. So the 4 gets printed. In this way, till 101, including the 100. The numbers get printed. Okay, so I hope it is you got the idea. I hope you understood the difference between the for loop and the while loop. For while loop, what is the main difference? All the statements must be indicated separately, but in the for loop we can give all the statements in a single instruction, as a single instruction. Okay. So with this we have completed the chapter. So what all things we have studied in programming? We have discussed about the what is programming, what are known as programs, about the binary language which consists of zeros and ones, about the translators that used to convert the binary for what purposes translators are used to convert the programming language to binary language and vice versa. And we have given the first activity. We found the result of the first activity, printing. We have studied about Python language, about IDLE. We said about the strings. We have done a lot of programs for finding the area, for finding the sum of angles of a polygon, about the if-else statement. After that we have studied about this range. Then at last loops, for loop and the while loop. Okay, so I am also doing one more activity from the extended activities. Okay, this is one program which this is the one question under let's evaluate portion. We didn't answer this question in the last Google Meet because it was not, you didn't got the video for that, but now we have discussed about that. So this is a program. Here there are errors, so you have to check the errors and you have to write the correct program. So this is a homework for you, so you have to do this before coming to the Google Meet. And I am doing the first activity. Prepare a Python program to display the multiples of 7 below 200. Multiples of 7 means what? 7, 14, 21, like that. 7 into 1s are 7, 7 2s are 14, 7 into 3s are 21, 7 into 4s are 28, like that. So we have to write the multiples 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, like that. How we can do that? We can put it in the for loop. So from this what you can understand that 7 below 200, multiples of 7 means the starting value will be 7. Then ending value will be below 200 means ending value will be 200. The output will get below 200. Multiples of 7 means there must be 7 digit difference. Okay, multiples of 7 means 7, 14. What is the difference? 7 digits difference there. So how the it will be range of 7 comma 200 comma 7. Okay, 7 comma 200 comma 7. So we can put it in the for loop. How we can do that? Here for I in range of 7 comma 200 comma 7, print of I. This will be the program for I in range of 7 comma 200 comma 7. Multiples of 7 means 7, first it is starting from 7, 14, 21, like that it must get printed. 200 means the ending value, so it will be less than 200 and the difference will be 7. Then only the multiplication will be correct. So for I in range of 7 comma 200 comma 7, print of I. We can put it in the for loop like this. If you want to write it in the while loop, that is also possible, but the simple one is for loop. Only the two comments are needed. So I have put this in the for loop. After that I am going to save this and I am going to run module. What you got? You got the multiples of 7 below 200. 200 is not get printed. So 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. These all are the multiples of 7. 7 into 1s are 7, 7 into 2s are 14, 7 into 3s are 21, 7 into 4s are 28, 7 into 5s are 35, 7 into 6 are 42, 7 into 7 49. Okay, so till 200, 200 is not printed. Here 196 only. After 196, when we go for the multiplication of 7, it will go beyond 200. So that is why the last digit came as 196. Okay, so I hope it is clear to all of you. So other other questions you can see, so try out those who are having computers. So what all things we have discussed today? We have discussed about while loop, what is the main difference in the while loop? Each statements will be indicated separately, and we have compared for loop and while loop, and also we have done an extended activity. So those who are having computers, practice the activity, and also you have to do the assignment. One assignment is there, assignment homework. What is that? You have to do the last under the let's evaluate portion. You have to find out the errors here in the 5th question, and we will be discussing this in the coming Google Meet. Okay, so if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me in the coming Google Meet. See you in the next class. Thank you. Bye.